Hi, my name is Bernice Ime-Shu, and I'm a licensed mental health counselor, and I also provide coaching services through my private practice, seattledirectcounseling.com. I've been in practice for about 10 years, and I use a lot of things that you find on the internet to be able to conduct those services, either via my MacBook and Skype, via emails, or using my mobile phone. And what that does is it helps people like you, no matter where you are in the United States, to be able to reach me during hours that work also very, very well for you. For example, you might be on the East Coast, and you could contact me during your best hours, and instead of having to give up precious work hours during the day, I'm just getting rolling on my early evening clients and can slip you in using my phone or Skype, emails, or for those who live in the greater Seattle area, you can meet with me personally in my home office. Some people ask me what the difference is between counseling and coaching, and that's a really great question. With counseling, typically we spend a lot of time looking into your past or your backstory to try to understand who you are, where you come from, and how that affects you in the present. So the majority of time in counseling is spent going through your past story, and that can be a bit painful. That's often necessary to really understand who you are. And I use traditional psychotherapeutic modalities as well as elements from the integrative stream, and also I'm highly influenced from Buddhist psychology as well, although I do not practice any particular religious orientation. I match to the person that I'm meeting with to find out what works best for you and to help you make decisions regarding what will help you live a more satisfying life. Coaching is similar, but we spend less time in your backstory and more time looking at what is keeping you stuck in whatever it is that you want to do, whether that's in a relationship, whether that's with your current job, or perhaps you're wanting to, say, launch something new, a mid-career change, a transition. I basically help you identify where you're stuck and look at what elements would help to motivate you to get you where you want to go. So you spend a lot more time making goals, and I keep you very focused and on track to achieve your goals in a timely manner. Coaching tends to then to be very intensive, not in the same way that counseling is in looking at your backstory, but intensive in terms of timeline, intensive in terms of creativity, and more of the how-tos, the action points of moving forward with whatever goals that you have. It tends to be very upbeat, very positive, and very fast. Therefore, it also has a different price point associated with that, a little bit more like workshops would have in terms of their intensity. So that's a little bit of a difference. The final difference is financial in terms of counseling being able to be billed to your insurance. I do take a couple of kinds of insurance, and that's on my website, seattledirectcounseling.com. I also am able to take credit cards for both, either through processing them with therapypartner.com, which is the service that I use to process credit cards. Coaching, however, isn't covered by insurance. So that is an out-of-pocket expense, and really looking at an investment in whatever endeavor that you have going on that you want to push forward with. And we just celebrated the new year. I know lots of you are looking at New Year's resolutions and things. Did you know that the average amount of times it takes to actually march out on a New Year's resolution is 3 times, meaning 3 years in a row, people will say, I want to do this, I want to quit smoking, or I want to lose weight, or I want to launch this business. It takes people usually 3 years to actually march out on those real goals. Well, I'd like to help you get to it a lot faster than that. And one way you can is making an appointment with me. What I'm doing right now is offering free 30-minute consultations for those who want confidential counseling, and a free 15-minute consultation for anyone who wants coaching or is interested in that. no obligation. With the counseling, you do have to fill out my paperwork before the session because there are confidentiality issues that you need to know about in my state that usually apply to just about any state in the United States. So with coaching, I can give that 15 minutes free. And we could do that on the phone, in person, via internet, or via Skype. Again, the way to contact me is on my website, www.seattledirectcounseling.com. I hope to hear from you. I hope to be of help in helping you reach your goals in living your most satisfying life.